Good morning. Long time. Good morning. My name is Ita. Welcome to join live stream. Welcome. I hope all of you are doing great. Uh, Today in our tea class, I would love to share this one very fragrant, very favorite Chinese Oriental beauty Oolong from Yunnan province. Before we introduce this tea, I would like to know if you have ever uh, tried some Chinese Oolong, or do you have any have a try, or you have heard Chinese Oolong? Oolong, in general, Oolong, no matter for this Oolong, other Chinese Oolong, in general, Oolong is characterized by its amazing, very rich flavor and the taste, especially for the fragrance. This is one of the most distinctive feature you can perceive from Oolong. Especially for the Oolong we're gonna introduce, I want to share with you today. This Oolong is from Chinese Yunnan province, from high altitude tea garden, Yunnan province. This tea, in fact, this tea, let's say, if you look at this tea, it's very interesting because this tea, the birthplace of this tea, in Chinese call it Dongfang Oriental Beauty, is originally from Taiwan. But our Taiwan tea makers, they just plant the Qingxin Oolong. This tea is made from a tea cultivar called Qingxin Oolong. And then they bring the tea trees to Yunnan province, and then plant that. Let's say those tea trees, they are growing up in Yunnan province, but operated with the Taiwan Oriental Beauty Oolong craftsmanship. But here, if you you just follow until here, you may be feel curious. It would similar or the same like the Taiwan Oriental Beauty. The answer is no. It's very interesting because for Chinese tea, we always, if you often join live stream, you may notice something every time. It's like wine, different the wine from even in France, from the different region. It tastes very different. That's the same for the tea. As this tea is growing up in Yunnan province, even this tea is operated with the Taiwan Oriental Beauty craftsmanship. However, it tastes very different from the Taiwan Oriental Beauty. That's why you see the title. I mentioned this. Where's this tea from? Yunnan Oriental Beauty. This is the tea I want to share with you today. This tea, if you ever try any Chinese Oolong, first time when you, let's say when you look at, if you already tried Chinese Oolong, imagine that you try a few Chinese Oolong, and when you look at this tea physical appearance, if I don't tell you that that's a Oolong, you may feel very confused about, especially for the physical appearance, because in general you barely see any kind, you barely see tea bud for Oolong. Because in general, the Oolong tea is made from mature tea leaves. But for this tea, it's just an exceptional, because when you open the tea bag, and you will see that this tea has a high portion of tea buds. And please, the color. Also, the color is very interesting because the color is not so. Let's say you can see a few, not a few color, like a few colors. I am trying to find a word that's quite. And please look at from the color of the this tea. It's not the same. It's not how we say. I'm trying to find a word to describe this difference, color difference. And this tea has a certain portion of tea buds. Please look at. Physically, it's very interesting. And this tea. So, any questions? This tea, I will focus on this tea to show you how to bring this tea with the traditional Gong Fu Cha Wei. To bring good cup of Oriental beauty, the Yunnan Oriental Beauty, this Oolong, we need to pay attention to three key points. I write second. I write the bring recommendation in our comment. Okay, sorry, let's continue. This Oriental beauty is the most, let's say, oxidated, fermented oolong so far. The oxidation level is even over 60%. 60%. This tea, if you never tried any Chinese oolong yet, this tea highly recommend to you. And now I will show you how to bring this tea with a traditional Gong Fu Cha Wei. You have, you have a, by chance you have a Gai Wan. You can bring this tea with a Gai Wan because, in general, Gai Wan, with bring tea with Gai Wan, you can enjoy more better the tea fragrance with the Gai Wan. For sure, if you don't any Gai Wan, you can just bring with the ordinary teapot. And in our tea ceremony, which demands a fairy cup like this, glass cup, fairy cup. This, the function of this fairy cup is to spray tea fully into every cup, and this is my tea cup. To bring good cup of Oriental beauty, we need to pay attention to a few things. The first, the tea to water ratio. For this tea, tea to water ratio, we can control like a 1 to 20, 1 to 30. If you are just new to Chinese oolong, first of all try with 1 to 30. Like if your teapot is 100 ml, you can take like 2 or 3. You can take like 3 or 4 grams. But if you are an experienced Chinese drinker, you can take like 4 to 5 grams. Okay, just you can calculate the tea, with this tea to water ratio. Okay, this is tea to water ratio, and besides, we also need to pay attention to water temperature, as this tea is a oolong. Oolong demands very high water temperature. You can you can use water around above 95 degrees Celsius, 190, 208, 203 Fahrenheit, or just boiled water. Regarding sleeping time, this tea you can sleep like a few seconds, 10, 15 seconds. Okay, so far any questions? So far any questions? If you have any questions, please feel free to share in our comment. Okay, now we can start our Chinese Oriental Beauty Oolong tea ceremony. First of all, let's preheat the pan. Let's preheat. Second, I wait water. For this tea, you can choose to, if you get used to rinse the oolong before first. This tea you can rinse it. Otherwise, you can bring directly first infusion. The dry tea has a very pleasant floral fragrance. Hola, gonna wait to try it. So final questions. For the moment, we'll bring Chinese Yunnan Oriental built oolong. This tea is from Yunnan province. When you bring any kinds of oolong, um, yeah, as oolong is characterized by its amazing complex fragrance and flavor profile. So when you bring the tea, we make sure that when you pour the water into the teapot, uh, the water flushing can stimulate the fragrance. From keep your here there's a tip. Keep your kettle high. Keep your kettle high to create a strong and fast water flushing, and also pay attention. Yeah, make sure that your water is hot enough of 95 degrees Celsius, 203, 203. Your kettle high. A few seconds. This is our this is our first infusion. Please look at beautiful honey color. The color is so beautiful. Even the tea soup is very fragrant. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Joel. It's this tea has been a two or three. I haven't tried it again since the first time I introduced tea in our live stream. Tea has amazing and wonderful, refreshing floral fragrance. This is the first thing you will perceive from this tea. Accompanied with nectar, sweet nectar, honey fragrance, and the fruity, mellow fruity fragrance as well. It's very long lasting. The fragrance. This tea is from Yunnan province. It's a Yunnan Oriental beauty, as I mentioned. Oriental beauty. If you are familiar with Chinese, yeah, if you ever try, especially Taiwan oolong, you probably familiar with this tea. The birthplace Oriental beauty is Taiwan, but this tea is an exception. Why? Because Taiwan tea makers they take the tea trees to plant in Yunnan province. Where is the Yunnan? Yunnan province is located in the southwest of China. Yunnan province is also recognized as the birthplace of the tea tree. uh, the birthplace of tea tree. This place, besides birthplace, so you can imagine this region, this province has the most rich tea tree resource, especially for the aged tea tree. And also this place has God given, let's say, let's say, this tea is endowed by let's say, like by the god, because this place first of all has plateau climate, and plateau climate like the tea we're drinking today. This tea is from a tea garden above 1,000 meters to 1,200 meters, and this place is also uh, regarded as one of the best place for the growth of tea tree. And it could be why this tea is from Taiwan, but it is planted in Yunnan province, and the land is endowed tea with a very different fragrance and taste. And besides, when you try this tea, you will feel precious purity. This is the picture from the tea from an unpolluted land. When you drink it now, let me try the first sip. It's been a few months and I haven't tried again. Wow. It's very interesting because from the first sip, when the tea enters into your mouth, you immediately feel a natural sweetness, a natural fruity sweetness, like we add some tropical fruits, like such as mango, lychee, juice in the tea because it tastes so sweet, so fruity. It's very amazing because after a few months I taste tea again. Uh, I almost forget how it tastes, but from the first sip, it still surprised me. Wow, it tastes so fragrant, so refreshing. Hello. When the tea is in your mouth, you feel your entire the inside of your mouth is full of this varied, fruity, floral, refreshing floral, sweet, fruity fragrance. Well, it's very interesting. This tea, I highly recommend to you. This tea, besides hot spring, I will recommend. I don't try yet, but I believe it must taste very tasty. Cold spring for summertime. If you summertime you still want to drink some, no, you want to prepare some healthy beverage without adding anything. This tea, you love it. This tea for summertime, nice. Yeah, this tea is very friendly. Why I mention it's friendly? Because this tea, in general, when we introduce, yeah, in the case you never try any Chinese tea yet, uh, in general, I barely introduce any oolong to our new friend, Chinese tea new friend. But this tea just an exception. First of all, this tea uh, with such a the taste profile, everybody will accept and love it. And besides, this tea doesn't demand any brain skill like for such as we wrote. This tea, for certain oolong Chinese tea, which demands a certain skill to bring a good cup. But for this tea, no. If you're new to this tea, you just follow a few points I share with you. Tea to water ratio and steeping time. Even you are beginner from the first time, when you discard this tea, you can bring it by yourself, and you will. This tea doesn't demand any brewing skill. This tea very cozy, very easy to prepare. Highly recommend to you. Now, when you deal with, when you try um, some tea with red taste, smell the tea at least 3 times. The first time you remember, when I pour the tea out, when the tea is very hot, and now this when the tea gets warm and smell it again. Now it smells more sweet, still long lasting. It really surprised me, and it will impress you as well. This tea doesn't have this tea has a gentle flavor. This tea has a gentle flavor. Uh, if you are Chinese tea beginner, this tea I highly recommend to you. Or even you already tried some Chinese oolong. This tea I will love recommend to you as well, because this tea, uh, so far, this tea, I never, let's say, this tea with such profile. Uh, uh, this is the tea I can remember. Even we in my job I do a lot of Chinese tea evaluation, but for such proof I always remember because it's so exceptional, so different. Wow, this tea. When you drink this tea, try to stay a little while. Try to let the tea stay a while inside your mouth to feel its rich, fragrance, and the flavor, especially for this natural sweet, floral, natural sweet, tropical fruity fragrance and sweetness. It's very, very, wow, this tea, I highly recommend to you. Very, very worthy to have a try. Wow. And this tea, yeah, I forgot. I want to share one very interesting information about this tea. This tea for Oriental beauty is a very, let's say, Oriental beauty. First of all, it's highly oxidated. The oxidation level over 60%. This is the first feature of this tea. And secondly, this tea, for this tea, let's say how we discovered this tea. It's very interesting because a long time ago in Taiwan, this tea is from Taiwan. Uh, this tea is from Yunnan. The tea we are drinking today is from Yunnan, but this Oriental beauty oolong is indeed from Taiwan. The craftsmanship, the history from Taiwan. We discovered that okay, this those leaves in the tea garden must be bitten by a small green insect. In Chinese call it 小叶绿蝉, a little insect. Uh, and so in general, in such tea gardens, it's not allowed to use any pesticide because if you use pesticide will kill the insects, right? So you may feel a little confused why we keep such insects, because we discovered that the tea leaves after bitten or the tea leaves by those green insects, uh, the result of the tea tastes more sweet, most sweet, because why? Because it's like You can imagine like he's like human being, that his immune system once attacked or bitten by something, it will let's say produce different thing to cure its the the hurt part. Yeah, in the beginning I forgot to share this very interesting information. Those leaves are, in general, they are bitten by small green insects. And if you are care a lot about the pesticide use for tea gardens, you just feel say to try this tea. First of all, in general, the tea garden, um, we don't use pesticides. This is for the first thing, and secondly, this tea garden is from high altitude uh, uh, tea garden above 1,200 meters, and in general, with such high altitude, there's no any need to use pesticides as well, especially for the spring tea. Because if you go to this region, in, we pick up this tea in March, or it depends on the climate, but generally in March and spring. And you will, if you come to visit those places, especially in the morning, you will feel it's still very cold weather, and with the low temperature, in general, insects they get more difficulty to growing up. This is the some interesting information I want to share about this tea. A tea bitten by the green, small green insects. Now we continue our second infusion. Yeah, if you're interested in this tea, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. Please look at this is a second infusion. The color is so beautiful, honey color. Look at this, very beautiful honey color. It smells so sweet. It's so fragrant, full of floral, a refreshing floral and tropical fruity fragrance, and accompanied with sweet nectar fragrance. I want to tell that yes, definitely. If you're interested in this tea, please go to check out tea shop in our bio. This tea you will love it. This tea, yeah, I have great confidence about this tea. Everybody will love it. Every tea people will love them, but for a tea like this, yeah, even you're a beginner, you're experienced Chinese tea lover. This tea. Please look at the color. Very beautiful. The color is very beautiful. This tea is a great marks. This tea has a great mark from Yunnan. Is that Yunnan province? This region. If one day you will come to China, okay, you want to visit some particular place. First of this region, yeah, has a plateau climate. Very pleasant to live. it's a very pleasant for human being to live, but it's also very beneficial for the growth of tea trees. This is climate and also for the culture. This place, even when we talk about the Chinese tea culture, Yunnan province is a place we must mention because first of all, we discovered the tea tree. The birthplace of tea trees from here is from Yunnan province. Besides this place, it's very interesting because this place for the tea from Yunnan province is always given handled by the land, the flavor and taste. The quality, in general, quality is great. The quality is great. Like this tea, very, highly resistant, can be bring over 10, cold bring, hot bring. In summertime, if you don't want to drink hot tea, cold bring is great as well. Now I'll show you how it looks like. In the beginning, when I show you the physical appearance of white tea, you may notice that the color of this tea is very varied. That's true. This is, look at, you can notice that this tea has even some yellowish green tea leaf. The color is very varied. Very beautiful. Let me try this. This is our second infusion. Wow, it tastes so fresh. And we can guarantee that for all fragrance and taste you perceive from this is 100% natural without adding any artificial fragrance, pigment, or any artificial addiction. We guarantee charm part of Chinese tea. With the Chinese tea, with the simple tea, how could you imagine that the tea will the tea has such a fragrance and taste? It's because first of all, where is this tea from? And besides craftsmanship, this is the value of a Chinese tea. This is the value of Chinese tea. Wow. The fragrance is very long lasting. If you're interested in this tea, please go to our tea shop link in our bio. Tastes very gentle, sweet. This tea, even you steep over time, this tea will not taste bitter and astringent. For many Chinese oolong, oolong is very special. It's very, first of all, for oolong, in general, people apply high tea to wood ratio, like such as we were done but those days they are wonderful. But They just need you need to control well the sleeping time. For this tea, no. This tea, even if sleep over time, still tastes great. That's why this tea, even you are Chinese tea beginner, this tea I still, I will, or I would love to introduce to you because I'm not worried. I don't worry you will sleep over time. Even stay over time, the tea still tastes good. You see, I remember already before I put in the sell in our tea shop, I already evaluated this tea, and the evaluation I remembered it was very impressive by the fragrance and taste. And also, we evaluate Chinese oolong. We steep, we steep 3 times. Let's say we steep a few minutes, a few minutes. So even with such, even with a few minutes, long time steeping, evaluation, this tea still taste great with astringency and bitterness. So I that's my confidence that even for Chinese tea, you will love it. You will love it, and if you try, you want to experience something different, because the oolong. If you love Chinese tea, you love Chinese tea. Oolong is one type. Let's say, in Chinese tea, according to according to different tea making process and the oxidation level, we find Chinese teas into oolong. This Oriental beauty we are presenting with you today. Oolong, and also green tea. I believe already tried green tea, yellow tea, white tea, black tea, dark tea, right? Not because we oolong is not because we made it from oolong tea tree, so it's oolong. No, according to making process and oxidation level. This is how we define Chinese tea with a technical way. Okay. Well, now while speaking, I still feel this sweet of the taste inside my mouth. This is from this Yunnan Oriental Beauty. Good morning. Oolong tea is one of the best and flavors. Great anytime. Hello, I'm long time no see. Yes, definitely. Oolong can be okay. Oolong as its mind. Its mind. Here the mind is referring to teenage. According to Chinese medicine, oolong is mind. It's mind. You can drink anytime, any season you want. Especially when you need to receive some friends. As the oolong is very high, is highly resistant, can be bring 10 times over 15 times. When you need to discuss or tea as you see in such condition. If you oolong is always if you want to receive your friends, oolong is always the let's say priority because it's highly resistant. There's no any best tea. There's any best tea. The best tea, let's say the best tea. It doesn't exist, but we can tell you that which one is good quality. The best is because you cannot compare oolong with green tea as the same. But always in our mind, we always have our favorite tea. But there's no any best tea. Now we continue our third infusion. So friends. Make sure that when you bring oolong, make sure that your tea's water is hot enough. It's really long lasting. The fragrance is very, very, very strong. So, final questions? If any questions, just feel free to share in our comment. This tea is very interesting. It's a varied color. I'm from Algeria. Do you know Algeria? That's a region in the Sahrawi region a lot. Well, green tea. Yes, for sure. I know Algeria. Your kettle high. Make sure when you drink this tea, make sure the water is hot enough. 2 seconds. This is our third infusion. Can we do more than 3 infusions? Yes, yeah, for sure. This tea bring over 10 infusions, not only 3, over 10 infusions. This tea is very resistant. Resistance in Chinese tea, in let's say it's like a Chinese tea jargon. Resistance here is referring to how many infusions, how many this tea infused. In general, for oolong, you can bring over 10 infusions, 10, 12, 15 infusions. But just for the late, after 6 infusions, you can sleep. You can sleep longer. You can sleep, you can let's say increase your sleeping time for the late infusion. This tea, you will love it. This tea, everybody will love it. First of all, from Yunnan province. Yunnan province is always tea from Yunnan province. So far, with my experience, the residence is always very good, very good. This tea. This is Chinese teas and what are the properties of this tea and what benefit of. If you're interested in benefits, please go to check out the shop link in our bio. This tea, I can tell you that first of all, this tea is a purity. It means this purity means this tea is made from pure tea leaves without adding any artificial pigments, scent, anything, without any artificial. Very healthy, very, very healthy. If you are searching a very Chinese tea is yeah, it's a very ideal choice. And before benefits, if you're interested, you can go to check our link as well, because this tea, um, uh, first of all, first of all, I always say, besides, for sure, for any kinds of Chinese tea, have a great benefits for our body. Moreover, tea is uh, like a connection. Let's say the connection way method with ourselves, with our body and mentality. Because when you drink a good cup of tea, your body will immediately relieved. And why? Because tea, uh, Chinese tea is always Chinese tea is not the tea, ordinary tea. Chinese tea is Chinese tea is always like the teas we're selling in our tea shop. It's always well crafted. And when you drink good cup of tea, like the tea uh, has a portion of theanine, and the theanine is something, theanine is something to relieve your stress mentality. Every right enjoying the enjoys the pleasant, never overpowering aroma of this particular tea. Thank you. Thank you. Um, tea also to uh, train your focus, because only when you focus on something, on the tea especially, when you focus on your, uh, let's say, sensory experience organs, you can, if you not concentrated, you will not perceive anything. You will perceive anything. This is a way of, it's like a meditation. Just empty your mind and just remain sensory organs like your mouth, your taste bud, your nose to enjoy it. It's like a meditation to connect to yourself. So, funny questions? Yes, meditation. Yeah, yeah. It's a functions like meditation. We call Chinese tea ceremony is Gong Fu Cha. Gong Fu here is not referring to the Chinese, Chinese martial art. In fact, it's referring to efforts you prepare for the tea. Um, when you prepared a Chinese tea ceremony, yeah, you prepare everything, tea way and that tea kettle, and for let's say like it's like a break for your mentality to get you out from your life, your life from the stress, and just enjoy this tea for 15-20 minutes. And this is the very way they're always because when we look at tea, tea is Chinese tea is always very healthy for your body. Has a great, as you know, tea polyphenol has a great, basically has a great antioxidant, anti-aging function, but effect. But those I don't mention, because the more important is the mentality. Once you because the tea is different from tea is very different from coffee. Coffee make you feel but but tea in the contrary make you feel relaxed. And after, yeah, uh, this tea, especially for this tea with such a fragrance and fragrance profile, like you are walking. It's a very now we in February, very soon will be spring. Like you are walking in the morning, you're walking in a tea garden, but not tea garden, a flower garden, blossoming flower garden, and every flower blossoms, and when the fragrant breeze touches you, you will feel that's the way when you drink tea from Chinese Yunnan province. Yunnan province, of course, focus is important for our life, and the tea is one of the things that helps with the focus because it calms the mind and helps it concentrating in a clear thinking. Yeah, this is yeah, value of the tea. Value of tea. Yeah, many antioxidant properties of good health. Yeah. Actually, you're so intelligent. Oh, yeah. By the way, now if you okay, the the taste and the flavor, the tea, yeah. Besides the bring recommendation I share in the item link, this is something very important. It's about the water. What water you? The most safe water I recommend to use is purified water. Now I'm using a spring water, but not every spring is idle for drink for bring tea. So okay, please use purified water. The most safe water is purified water. Purified water. Because this something affect a lot the tea flavor takes as well. Besides the brain recommendation, my brain recommendation. Water mentioned that water is tea's mother and the tea was tea's father. Okay, just pay attention to the water. Please use purified water. Purified water. After pouring the tea out, smell the fragrance left on inside the fairy cup. It's so long lasting. It's really tasty and sweet. This tea. Okay. So funny questions. I'm gonna bring our fourth infusion. This tea can be bring over 10 infusions. Infusions. Can you imagine? It's very interesting. Uh, this tea has a similar tropical fruit. Yes. It's very interesting. Besides this tea, there's Yunnan black tea. I also perceived a similar fragrance from that tea. As I mentioned, Yunnan province, this tea is birthplace of the tea tree, and also recognized as one of the best place for the growth of tea tree. The tea from this region from is they are endowed by a special mark feature because for this fruity, sweet, mellow, tropical, fruity fragrance, I haven't perceive get from the tea from outside Yunnan yet. It's very interesting because it's so interesting, so interesting, so interesting. I will continue. Kettle high. This is why Chinese people come intelligent. Thank you. Thank you. Step up. A few seconds. Here I mention a few seconds. I don't give you exact because yeah, a few seconds because when you bring a tea, for sure you will learn with the experience. But in general, we give you a range like 5 to 10 seconds, because everybody what the pouring speed could be different, could be varied, and then when you pour about, the speed of pouring out could be varied as well. So like this tea, a few seconds will be not 5 to 15 seconds. Okay, get the color. So beautiful. And look at the brightness of this tea. It's like a yellow crystal. It's so beautiful. Look at. Wow, inside there are a lot tea hair, tea fuzz. Oh, amazing. Or fifth infusion. It's not false. Fifth, if I'm wrong. You see, the color still remains always almost the same like the first infusion. Tastes still very fragrant. Okay, I'll come back in a few seconds. When I come, I will love to share. Today I prepared some beautiful handcrafted Chinese tea way, authentic Chinese tea ways. If you are during this waiting time, if you are interested in anything, introducing our live stream, please go to check out tea shop link. Yes, I like that. Still, yeah, stay even for the 10th infusion. The 10th infusion still, the colors still look the same like the first infusion. Very beautiful. Oh, Ita is a proper in Chinese culture to blend different kinds of teas together, or is that considered improper? Proper. Okay. First off, if you buy something, okay, you pay for something, it's your right to do anything you want, except you somebody. For sure, that's. But in general, you can do what you want. If but if you ask me from let's say professional way, okay, what kind of the tea can reach the best flavor and taste. In general, blending, uh, let's say blending tea is very common to see, like a blended jasmine green tea, but it's we barely blend tea, like two different tea together, like green tea plus green tea and black tea, for instance. But there's let's say the craftsmanship, we call it. I don't know if that word is blending. Not, we don't blend for same tea, like uh, let's say if it's the same tea, yeah, we for reach the summit of fragrance and taste. The experience, the tea makers, or let's say there's a job we call it tea blender. They will blend the tea for the same tea, blend it. We will blend it with different grades. That's very possible, but we don't blend different teas together. Okay, I come back in a few seconds. Again. Oh, by the way, in a few days will be Chinese New Year, and there's a new arrival. This one, personally, like it very much. Very very interesting. Chinese calendar, hand painted traditional Chinese batik. This is a hand painted. This year 2026 is a year of a horse year. You're welcome. It's very lovely. This one, Chinese horse year calendar. I don't know, have ever heard batik. Uh, the background of this textile, let's say the color of this textile is hand dye with Chinese indigo. It's a hand dye with a Chinese indigo, and the painting is our batik Chinese artist uh, to wax to paint on it. I will show you how our artists how they make it. This craftsmanship, this traditional craftsmanship is from Chinese Miao ethnic group, Miao minority. This one is very very interesting. Horse. This is a horse. This is horse year, and the person's riding horse is his or her dream. This is a horse. This is butterfly with a fish shape. Butterfly. The person is holding fishes means this is a very auspicious pattern totem in China. Signifies at the end of the year you will leave, you will earn something, you will there's something left in your pocket, because a fish in Chinese language pronounces yu. It's identical to the left of fortune, yu. It's very interesting. This calendar, I like it very much. Very very lovely. Now I'll show you how we make it. culture. Thank you. This is a soft Yunnan Oriental beauty. Look at. Now I will bring our fifth infusion, then I'll introduce the guy one I'm using today. Guy one personally like very very much. I love the color. I love the color, the shape, and the glaze. This one is 100% handcrafted, hand painted from Chinese Jingdezhen. I don't know have ever heard Jingdezhen, but if you ever attend any Chinese, let's say, porcelain exposition, artworks from Jingdezhen will must be shown in the exposition. Why? Jingdezhen signifies the highest making making let's say trip in China around the world. Wow, look at the color. Wow, color is so beautiful. Like this is our fifth infusion. Look at so beautiful. Oh, this guy one is 100% hand painted. This painting, this is classical lotus of twin stem, lotus twin stem. I personally love very much contrast color beauty. The beauty of contrast color and intense blue and gold. This one we call it blue white porcelain under glazed gold. This craftsmanship is considered as one of the most skillful contemporary breakthrough in Jingdezhen. Why? Because this is a successful artwork. But to make such piece, in fact, the successful rate yield is very low. Now this is almost a perfect piece. What's the feature of this craftsmanship under blue porcelain under glazed gold? The title is a little bit long. First of all, please look at this gold part. This gold part, you touch it, you can feel the glaze texture. And when you look at closer, you may notice something that first of all, this glaze looks very oily. Oily is a Chinese jargon to describe quality of glaze. It looks very oily, and besides, this glaze like a breathing glaze. You will see with your fresh eyes. There are a lot of minor bubbles, pores on this porcelain skin, like they can breathe. They can breathe. This is a great artwork because you are a wonderful civilization, culture, and its beautiful country. that deserves to be visited. Thank you. Lotus of twin stand. This one, the cover in the guy one body fits 100% perfect. Thank you very much. I will contact you for me. Oolong tea. It's late now in my country. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, Joella. Thank you. Look at the cover fits very well with the guy one. Almost perfect. This guy one is small. Has a small volume around 120 ml. Delicate, very refined, very high class. This is guy one, and this is the teacup. This is teacup. This teacup also has a beautiful shape. We call it yashou. Classical Chinese teacup shape, yashou. It's very beautiful. If you're interested in this, please go to check out the shop link in our video. This blue and besides this, I also want to introduce. Wow, this one amazing, beautiful. Please look at 100% handmade, hand painted from Jingdezhen. Very high class Chinese, blue white porcelain under glazed gold. It's painted with classical Chinese phoenix and the dragon. Look at it now. Look at this dragon face. Oh, amazingly beautiful. Look at details. The dragon face. Even you can see how many teeth this dragon has. Outside is fully painted. When you touch it, you can feel the glazed texture. 140 ml. 140 ml. Fabulous, amazing, beautiful artwork. And this is the tray. Please look at this tray. Chinese phoenix and a dragon. Beautiful glaze. It's really beautiful. This one you can match with any kinds of pottery clay teapot. So beautiful. Dragon with the dragon face and the phoenix. It's really beautiful. as a teacup. Dragon, dragon teeth. Wow, it's amazing. It's very beautiful. Hello. Wow, this plate tea tray a person likes so much. It's very beautiful. Picture. Hello, guys. So any questions? If you don't have any questions, time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for your watching. Okay. Um, if you have any interest in anything we are showing the live stream, please go to check out your shop link in bio. Thank you so much for your watching. My name is Sita. Be very glad to see you next time. In a few days will be Chinese New Year, and I wish you a great, beautiful Chinese New Year. Happy New Year in advance. Okay. See you next time. Thank you for the wonderful content, because we learn things I never learned before, especially learning about new culture. I wish you the best. Thank you. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Thank you for your wonderful presentation. Thank you, Wine. Thank you. See you. See you. Take care. See you.